Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel, Unyistitches. In this channel, we upload sewing tutorial, pattern drafting, sewing tips, sewing tricks, and sewing techniques. So if today is the first time of you coming across my video, you're welcome to my channel. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. In today's tutorial, we are going to draft this beautiful dress that you see on the screen. If this is something you're interested on, keep on watching the video. So this is the pattern I'm using, and my pattern is on 4. I've folded it. Can you see? And I've gone ahead to draw all my vertical measurements. This is my shoulder line. This is my bust line, my waistline, my hip line, and my full length line. The first one will be for me to mark my shoulder measurement. That will be my shoulder measurement divided by 2. Make sure when you are drafting yours, you are using your own measurement, not the one I'm using now. And for my neck width, as you can see on the screen, the neck width is wide. So I'm going to make use of 5 inches neck width. Then for my neck depth for the front, I'm going to make use of 2 inches. So I'll go ahead and connect my points. For the neck, you can actually decide what you want because you have the preference of choosing a neck that is deep or a neck that is not deep. So I'm going to slope my shoulder by 1 inch. Go ahead and connect it to my neck width. Can you see? Then the next thing will be for me to mark my chest line. So you can divide your bust by 6 plus 1.5. Whatever measurement you have will be your chest line measurement. So I already know the one that I'm working with. When you're measuring, you start from your shoulder slope. So I added this to my measurement. That is why I'm starting from. So in order for me to connect my shoulder slope to my chest line, I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement on my chest line again. Then I'll go ahead and connect it. Can you see? Then on this line, I will mark half of that line. Then I'll come in by 0.5. My chest line, I'm going to mark my bust measurement divide by 4. Then I will create my armhole curve. Come to my waistline, I'm going to mark my waist measurement divide by 4 as well. Plus my dart, I want to make use of 1 inch dart intake. Then coming to my hip line, I will mark my hip measurement divide by 4. I mark them on the full length line. I'll go ahead and connect all my points. Can you see? So what I will do next will be for me to impute my dart. So I'll come to my waistline. I'll mark half of my bust span measurement. That is from one point of the nipple to the other. The one I'm working with is 9 inches. When I divide by 2, it gives me 4 inches. I'll come to my bust line. I will mark the same 4 inches. The same thing on my hip line. I'll connect to have a straight line. So now to actually mark my 1 inch dart intake, I'm going to mark ½ inch on this side of the line and ½ inch on this other side of the line. Then I will connect it to my bust points. So on this other side, I will come up by 2 inches from my hip line. I'll connect it to 2 inches before the hip line. Can you see? That is my dart. Then I'm going to mark my bust dart want to make use of 1.5 inches bust dart, which is the difference between my front waistline and my back waistline. When you measure from your shoulder to your waistline for the front, it's different from your shoulder to your waist for the back. So that difference, that is what I'm using as my bust dart. So I will go ahead now and add my joining allowance for my shoulder. I'm adding 0.5 inch. The next thing now will be for me to cut my pattern. Let's cut the pattern. So this is my pattern. So I'm going to trace this my front pattern so that I will use it to create my back pattern. That will make it faster than drafting from the beginning. So as you can see, this is my zipper allowance. This is my zipper allowance. So I will just place my pattern starting from that my zipper allowance. So I've pinned it down. The next one will be for me to add my neck width and neck depth for the back. So for the back neck depth, I want to make use of 1 inch. So I'll go ahead and add my 1 inch. So go ahead and cut the pattern now. You can decide to draft from the beginning to the end. It's still okay. The next thing will be for me to transfer my dart to the back pattern. And see, that is my dart for the back. Next thing will be for me to create my back tightening to eliminate my zipper bulging. I'll come to the waistline, going to come in by 0.75. Connect it to my neck depth and 2 inches above my hip line as well. Can you see? So this is my back tightening. This takes care of my zipper. So let's go ahead and add my zipper allowance. To make use of 1.5 inches zipper allowance. So I will mark my 1.5. Then my zipper is from here. Can you see what I'm doing? Go ahead and connect my lines. Go ahead now and cut out my pattern. So this is my back. I will keep it one side. This is my front piece, and we have the back piece as well. So let's go ahead and do the alteration to have this beautiful style. If you zoom the picture, you'll see that there is a shoulder dart. So I will go ahead and do the shoulder dart and as well extend this my line to the hemline. So to do that, I'll measure my 4 inches here. I'll mark it on the hemline. I'll want it to have one straight line. Then for the shoulder dart, I'm going to mark 1 inch. Starting from the neck, I'll mark 1 inch. Connect it to my bust point. Can you see? So the next thing now will be for me to go ahead and make that design for the gather. So coming to my waistline, I'm going to mark 3 inches downward. From that my 3 inches point, I'll go ahead and curve it this way. Can you see? I'll go ahead and cut that out. I'm going to keep this aside. This is the gather that we cut out. So what I will do will be for me to go ahead and draw some lines so that we can slash and spread for the gathers. I'll go ahead and mark 1 inch all through till I get to the end of this paper. And this my line, I will mark the 1 inch as well. So this is my back piece. I'll go ahead and do the exact thing that I did for my front. So coming to the shoulder, I'm going to mark 1 inch as well. I'll go ahead and connect it to this line, that line. I'll extend this line to the down part of the gown. Can you see? So to actually create the design that we created for the front, I'll go ahead and trace out this particular one. This was my side front. This was toward the center. So for me to turn it to the side back, this is how it's going to look like. You can decide to go ahead and draw it again, like measure your 3 inches and then connect it to your hip line. Can you see the same measurement, 3 inches? Then you can connect it here. But I just want to trace it out. It will be a bit faster. Can you see? So I'll go ahead and cut it out. This is my center back. This is my side back. This is my side back as well. The center back. So I'll go ahead and replicate the same lines that I will use for my slash and spread. So this is the final outcome of this beautiful gown. These ones are for my slash and spread. So when you are cutting on your fabric, you need to slash all these lines and spread it. That will form your gathers. So this is my back piece. You're cutting 2 pieces for the back. For the back, you can as well make a design. If you want it to have a shoulder dart as well, I just draw it so that you will see how it is being done. But if you want it to have normal waist dart, you can just hold your waist dart to this point. So I decided not to cut it off so that I can use it and illustrate it. So that is that for the back. You're cutting 2 pieces. This one two, this one two. That is for the both 2 back panels. Then remember to add your joining allowance when you're joining. Remember to add your joining allowance when cutting your fabric so that you won't be short of fabric here. Then the same thing applies to my front. Remember to add your joining allowance here, and then you're cutting this one too. That is for the other side of the front. My table is not that big, so I'm just using one side to illustrate. I'm just using one side to illustrate. So this one you're cutting 2 as well. And then remember to add your joining allowance for the dart. And this is complete. This other one is complete, so you're just cutting the way this one is. Then you will cut another side of this one so that you will have for this other side. So this is the final outcome of this beautiful gown. Thank you so much for watching. If this has been helpful to you, give us a thumbs up, comment, share this video so that others can learn. Bye bye. I will see you on our next tutorial.